Hello, students. Welcome to the webinar on e-learning. This is a bit of an orientation video to give you a little background on your e-learning course. So to begin, we're going to start on your entry point. A good entry point to start is to go to the Wellington Catholic board page website. And you would do this by searching in Google Wellington Catholic, or the URL is right up here. And from here, you would navigate to the student section, and then you would click e-learning. And here you enter the e-learning portal. And what we're going to ask you to do here is review all the material here. There's some key information. This is the welcome letter that you get for e-learning, and then some support videos, including the login process, how you enter an e-learning lesson, how you submit assignments to Dropboxes, and then how you communicate with your teacher. Some of this will be reviewed in this video, but for review, if you want to go back, these videos are here. Another important document is the guideline for online learning, and you should do that to review the expectations of being an online learner. And your teacher will also have some extra material in that regard in their own orientation. So there is some other information in here, but you can peruse at your leisure. But those are the key areas: welcome letter, the guidelines, and then the support videos. So from here, we would go into our D2L course. And so the best way to do that would be then to click Desire to Learn here. And you're going to want to bookmark this so that you have it and that you can easily revisit it later. So if I click the link, it takes me into my Microsoft portal, where it's going to ask me to sign in with my account. And you would sign in, and then it will prompt you for your password, and it will bring you then to the landing page, which looks like this. So, or sorry, that's not it. This is what our landing page will look like. So the key areas here, once you land here, are my courses. You're going to see your e-learning course in here or up here. This is where you'll also see your e-learning course. So I'm going to use this example that I'm in this e-learning course. You would click on it. And at this point, it takes you into an e-learning course. And a couple of key things we'll give you on the e-learning layout. Each course has a little bit of a different look, but there's a news feed area, a calendar feed area, potentially a Google Apps area. There could be a Microsoft area. This is where you link your cloud tools so that you can use Google Drive to submit your assignments, or you can use O365 to submit your assignments. Once you link these up, you will have complete access to your tools, and you won't have to log in again. They'll just be connected. So it's really important that you do the linkages for these tools. So the very most important area is the news feed or activity feed, which is usually on the left, but each teacher has a different format. These icons at the top are navigation spaces for various tools. What we recommend is that you do not go searching around in here unless your news feed explicitly tells you to go up and look in here. Reason for that is so that you don't get confused and lost. But often a teacher will refer to a tool such as Mindomo and say, please click on Mindomo and complete your assignment using it. But it's not important for you to go up here. The digital binder is where your content is. So I'll give that a click so you can see what that looks like. This has your lessons and all of your unit material. All of it is housed in this digital binder or content area. We have two different icons for the same function. So I'm going to go back so that we just stay focused on the actual activity feed. Because what we do in the activity feed or news feed is link to those lessons. So typically there will be a message from your teacher and then a link to the activity that you need to click on. So for instance, this teacher has given some instructions, given some messaging, And then is providing a navigation link, which you click on, and it will take you into an activity. So in this one, it looked like a discussion task, and a discussion is exactly what it sounds like. It's an online discussion where you're posting information. So I'm going to go to a different lesson so you can see how this can work. So, for instance, in this lesson, the teacher has asked to read content, so that will link to a lesson. And in that again, in that reading, you'll have material to go through, and it will then suggest you go to an assignment at the bottom, or she's linked to the assignment here. So the teachers are very explicit in sharing in the newsfeed areas what to do and what to complete on a given day, and some important messaging that they need to give you in this newsfeed area. So again, it is key that you follow the newsfeed when you are in this course. So this may require you to go backwards if you've missed an activity or you've been offline for a few days. You should try to connect as much as possible with your e-learning course. It's important because often there's messaging that comes in, and you're going to want to stay up to date on that. And you can do that by clicking Show All News Items if you need to go backwards. So here I can see all of my activities. So I can see on the 13th of July, I had to do this. And if I need to catch up, I can click on this. That takes me into, again, the digital binder area where my content is housed. And here's what a lesson looks like. So I go through my content, I read or watch the video. It asks me to do an interactive map. Continue to go down and proceed through and see what material is coming. And then there's an assignment. In this regard, she has said there's no submission. So I don't need to do anything else. I then can go back to my activity feed, and if I'm done for the day, I'm done for the day. Often, what you should see is when your assignments are due. Your assignments are linked to the Dropbox. The Dropbox is where you submit assignments. Usually, the assignment link is in your lesson, so you don't actually need to click the Dropbox. It'll be located in the lesson or in the calendar, and you can click on the calendar icon for the particular assignment that's due, and it will take you into the Dropbox to submit your assignment. So another key thing for you to do so that you get this information from this activity feed or news feed is to add your notifications. And I'll demonstrate that over here. I'm just going to switch my account. And so what you would do is go to your name up at the top, click on it, click on notifications, and at this point you can set it up to go to your email address or your cell phone number. And what you're going to want to do is activate it for new posts. You can do it for just email or just text. So in this regard, I'm going to set it up here for activity feed new posts. I'm not going to do it for comments, but you can do it for whatever you want. You should do it for news item also, because your news item might be something that your teacher is using instead of activity feed, or have both on just in case. And you can set this up for anything. I would also set it up for Dropbox to let you know when assignments are due. This gives you a reminder a couple days in advance. I would also set it up for maybe when a grade item is released. If your teacher is using a grade item, so the grade items will then get sent to you when the teacher has updated your grade. That's really important for you to do if you do want to follow up with your grades. And that's up to you again, what you set up for the grading. Once you've done that, you're going to